Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are and what time it is that you're watching this video. I don't want to do long, fancy intros, but I am really trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you found this video to be entertaining or helpful, I would greatly appreciate if you would consider subscribing. It's free and it helps me a lot more than you can ever imagine. Last week, I made a video going over essentially what I did was I farmed for 3 hours all my Abyssal contract tokens from 20,000 all the way to 0. I emptied my inventory beforehand, and we took account of what the inventory was before with essentially nothing, and then took account after, and we got to see like a realistic idea of how much loot you actually get when you go through and burn 20,000 tokens, and then I just did it in one sitting. So I wanted to do the same thing again, but this time with dimensional contract tokens. So I've already went through and emptied out my inventory, aside from things that I can't put in storage or things that are definitely not going to drop in the co-op dungeons. And what I'm going to do is sit here for the next, I don't know how long, and I'm going to go through co-op dungeons. I plan on doing random ones to make queuing faster and also to get the randomized matchmaking rewards. So that will be additional loot. But yeah, the plan is sort of the same thing. This is the inventory that I have going into this with essentially nothing. We're going to go through 15 co-op dungeons, and then we're going to come back, see what we ended up getting, take a look at the auction house, see how much Lucent that it goes for, and see how much Lucent everybody is actually really making from grinding out these dimensional contract tokens in co-op dungeons as prices continue to fall and we sort of start getting ready for 2-star dungeons. So that's the intro. That's what we're doing. I'm going to go grind some dungeons, probably throw in a couple clips of killing the bosses and the loot, and then we'll come back, we'll take an inventory, and we'll see what we get. All right, we're back. It's been about 3 hours, and we are done the dungeons. So here is what I got. I'm going to be honest with you. It's pretty bad. Not good. So, I mean, you could ignore this basically from here to here. We got our 15 1-star chests. I don't think this is entirely right. I think this is counting everything I have. And some ores, some parchments, 1 book, some training due, and here is what you really care about. This is all the drops, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's pretty bad. I got Daggers of the Slaughtering with demon bonus damage. Shayakals, hope I'm saying that right. Deep Mine Longbow with hit chance. Malevolent Staff, which is pretty much worthless. Nature's End Cowl with max mana. Permafrost Hood with health regen. Plate of the Field General, which is the only good drop, really, which I'm going to have to lithograph to even make anything on, which is going to cost me a bunch. Decorated Champion Armor, Grips of the Executioner, Evanroar Greaves. Oh, sorry. It has buff duration, Grips of the Executioner, mana regen, Evanroar Greaves, mana endurance, Elusive Hexweaver Shoes, magic endurance, Ancient Sardoma Bracers. This is, I guess, the next best. Has debuff duration, stun resistance on a Kunzite Bangle, Platinum Skull Band with Silence Chance, Regal Jade Band with mana regen, another Regal Jade Band with a buff duration. So I'm going to be honest with you, this is pretty bad. I can totally see now why people are so strapped for Lucent. This was a week's worth of dungeons, and I haven't even added it up yet. We'll go through that in a second, but you know this is not good. Like, this is... Let's see. So Plate of the Field General will be the only thing that I use Enchanted Ink for, because it's the only thing that's really worth anything. So if I go to Plate of the Field General, the extra, or the lithograph, excuse me, is worth 324. So let's do it old school here. Bust out the calculator and go. Let's just say 320, because realistically, I'm not going to sell it at 324. I'm going to keep this on the other monitor, and then I'll bring it back. God dang it. Sorry. What else? So, Daggers of Slaughtering. 10. Like, literally worthless. Probably going to go in the lithograph book, but let's just say 10. This, I think, is worth like 60 hit chance. Nope, sorry. Hit chance. Right here, 64. So let's just say 60. Let's see what else we got here. Malevolent Staff, heavy attack chance. Maybe 20. Okay, it's not even on here. Rare. Malevolent Staff, 20. And by the way, this isn't even before tax, or this is before tax, so we haven't even got to like the amount you're actually gonna get. I'm gonna say these are 10. I don't need to look these up. These are 10 each. 320, we already went over that. Buff duration usually is worth a little bit. Is it on this though? Probably not. Decorated champion armor. I don't know why this doesn't ever come up. Okay, decorated champion armor, 30. Wow, we're balling now. Okay, so 440. Mana regen on Grips of the Executioner. 70. Oops. Evanroar Greaves melee endurance. I guess this is maybe 30. This might be another one that I could lithograph. God, it's like barely even worth it. I'm gonna say no. So 30. I guess maybe. But, like, it's just not even... I would rather save it. We'll just say 10, 10, 10, 10. This might be worth a little bit more. So let's go... It was buff duration, right? Buff duration. Still didn't come up. Where is it? Jade. The auction house is so good. Jade. 50. So 10, 10, 10, 10. 50. So that's 90. So plus 90. And the last thing that we have to cover is Ancient Sardoma Bracers with debuff duration. Let's go here. And debuff duration 83. So let's just say 80. 710 Lucent. All weeks worth of dungeons for 710 Lucent. This is why people pay money for Lucent. This is awful. 3 hours? That's like I don't know, 250, not even 250 Lucent an hour. That is garbage. Oh my god. So, comparatively, it was roughly 1,700 Lucent from the open world dungeons, grinding down all 20,000. And honestly, I thought that was not that great either. This is horrendous. Holy shit. Yeah, this is really bad. But hey, that's how it is. And then there's you get these, which is nice. So 3 of these, whatever. You could use these for doing trade unlock stones. That's really all you should be using it for right now. But you could, in theory, use it to get more gear to sell. But I don't think that really is viable right now, so wouldn't do that. Yeah, this is a eye-opener, I think. This is pretty bad. I mean, I guess that's why it's free to play and pay to win, but I'm glad I kind of did this experiment to see, because, to be honest, yeah, thank God second star tier 2 dungeons are coming next week or towards the end of the week, because this is horrendous. And like, honestly, not even really worth the time. But how else do you get Lucent? I don't know. This is not great. So anyways, that was a interesting little experiment. I don't know if there's anything else that I really need to go over. I almost forgot to mention that in addition to the loot in inventory that we just went over, I also got an Amatoy and a Morph drop. So the Morph is this ancient Taion Morph from, I believe, the Temple of Slaughter. Yep. And as well, I got this little Amatoy, which I believe is from Carnix. Yeah, it's from Carnix as well. So in addition to what was dropped in inventory, I got those things as well. Thank you for watching. If you found this to be entertaining or useful in any way at all, please consider subscribing. Like I said, it's free, and it helps me a ton more than you can ever imagine. That's it for me. I'm out. And as always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care. See you in the next video. Bye.